Alright, hello everyone, I'm FB and I'm now going to bring you a stream of the ESL Country Championship 2014 group stage match between Sweden and Lithuania. This is the third group stage round, I think, or maybe fourth. And yeah, before the match starts, I suppose we can take a look at the groups as they look right now. So Germany is in the lead. In Group A, ahead of Sweden, then Lithuania, Denmark and Portugal. And for Group B, we got France in the lead, the Netherlands, Alps, Italy and Russia. Group B is actually pretty close right now. So yeah, we will start on the tech map. The map is heavily delayed, but finally we will start. The tech map is Brain Defect, made by Keisen Unsson, and the world record is 58.078 by Massa. For those who don't know the rules for this tournament, we play 3 different maps, one tech map, one dirt map and one speed map, and we play to 7 on all of them, but points carry over from each sub-match, so it's actually the rounds that matters, not the maps. So yeah, I guess we are ready to go now. I will be playing, of course, so I'm gonna try to just focus and yeah, let's see how it goes. So we got for us Lands, Link, myself and Fulfart Bakot, and for Lithuania we got Bits, Andex, Thoven and M3. First round. A lot of slowdowns on this track. Can be a bit tricky to avoid. But seems like we win the first round. I believe after the tech map we will play speed and then dirt last. And I will be casting those 2 sub-matches. Slow down again. It's a pretty hard map to drive consistently fast on. See here. Guess we'll win this round as well. Two 0. slow down this time, but don't have enough speed, I think. Okay. That's a decent time. Yeah, this is the first map. The match was delayed, unfortunately. Whoops, that was bad. And start. Oops. Almost missed the finish. What the hell? Can't do this turn, obviously. Oh, what? That's a lot of mistakes in this one. Well, it seems like Lithuania didn't really have much players. I think they only got 4 players perhaps, so probably doesn't know the map. Anyways, score is 5-0. Oh, someone missed a stop. What the hell was that? Oh well. Zero. Oh, what? It's a bit risky to drive over that border and start. My starts are really bad. Ah, shit. It's really hard to time that turn. Ah, no. Oh, we might lose this round actually. Yeah. Or maybe not. Yep, we win it. Alright, so we win the tech map. 7-0. Alright, so I will switch now to casting mode. Just give me a sec. Now I'll cast the other two sub-matches. So we will start with the speed. The speed map is Wind, made by Winter. The world record is 44.777 by Vader. And yeah, the teams will do some warm-ups at first. I'll go in spec mode. For Sweden we got Vish, Fullfart Bakot, Hildugan and Karjen driving. Oh, actually no, we got 5 players here. I'm not sure what our lineup is exactly. But for Lithuania we got the same 4 players, as I do believe they only got 4 players in their lineup. So it's gonna be Andex, K, Kemsura, M3 and Bits. Actually they might have had another player. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so it seems like one of their players need to leave soon, so we might have to play Dirt first. Because of that, it's a good thing that they let us know before the match. Just kidding. So we will have to wait here a bit more. The match was already delayed with 15 minutes in the beginning. Alright, yeah. Looks like we will play the Dirt map first. And yeah, right now Sweden is in the lead with 7-0 in total, after having won the tech map with that score. Next up will be Dirt, which of course is Idlewood, made by Carl CJ, and the world record is 49.238 by Beppino. And hopefully it won't take too long until we start this Dirt map. Oh, am I play mode there? Alright, so for Sweden we do have our lineup here: Wheeler, Clockren, Comhem and Gus. And then for Lithuania we got Andex, K, Kemsura, M3 and Bits. And it looks like we will do 2 warm-ups after this one. And then we will go live. Of course, there are other matches taking place right now as well in the ESL Country Championship, and some of them might be streamed, I'm not sure actually, but if you take a look at the Trackmania Twitch team page, Trackmaniacs, which I'll link to below my stream, there might be some other match going on as well, potentially. StubbyTV might be streaming something, although they are on Hitbox nowadays, not on Twitch. Alright, so we will do 2 warm-ups now. Not much to commentate on in the meantime. Of course, Sweden winning this match would basically guarantee them second place in the group, I believe. But of course, first place is the goal, and first place in each group goes to the playoffs immediately. And then second and third place in each group will play a relegation to determine who will advance to the playoffs. So it's very important to try and get first, which of course Sweden was able to do last season. But, oh actually, maybe we didn't, I can't remember. Maybe we got second, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough match against Germany next week, I believe. Whoever wins that match probably will take first in the group as well. So we are going to do just one more warm-up here before we go live on the dirt map. Okay, there are some other matches taking place right now, or streamed right now. That's good. Group B is definitely pretty interesting, especially after Italy won against the Netherlands last week. 15-10 was the score. I don't think many people expected that. So, and then of course there's also Alps. So Alps, the Netherlands, and Italy fighting for a second, third position. France, of course, looking strong at first place. Big favorites, champions. Of course, France won against Sweden in the grand final last season. Very close match. Sweden won 2 out of 3 maps, but France did have the most amount of rounds, which is what counts. And they completely dominated on the speed map, where Sweden wasn't as good. But yeah, it looks like we are going live on the dirt map at last. Sweden versus Lithuania in the ESL Country Championship 2014. Sweden in the lead after having won the tech map 7-0, so that is also the total score as the points do carry over. And we do have the lineups ready as well for Sweden: Klokren, Comhem, Wheeler, and Gus. For Lithuania we got Bits, K Kamsura, Andex, and M3. We will go live in the first round, following Klokren for Sweden. This map has been played before as well. Sweden played against Portugal on this map, I do believe. We see a good start here by the Swedish players. Oh, but then Wheeler gets a landing bug, I think. So drops down a bit, allows a couple of Lithuanian players to pass him. But it does look pretty good in the top with Klokren, Gus, and Comhem occupying first, second, and third. Gus, of course, playing with a cast since he injured his hand, but can still play pretty decently regardless. Bits doing the best for Lithuania, of course, more known for his tech skills, and Gus will crash just before the finish for Sweden, so he will not reach the finish line and we'll have to back it up. Probably should have gone for that alternative finish line. Didn't have enough speed. Let's see if we can finish this round. Only 1 second left, so Gus will not be able to finish, unfortunately, but Sweden still win the round. Thanks to Comhem and Klokren taking first and second, and then Wheeler taking fourth. So still a round for Sweden, 1-0, and in total score is now 8-0. As we go live into the second round, let's follow Gus now. See if he can take revenge for that first round. Was doing really good, then crashed in the end. Gets a good start here, but then he clips the wall slightly. Goes down to 5th place. K Kamsura doing the best for Lithuania, but drops down, so we do have top 4 for Sweden, but Klokren crashes in the uphill turn and will not have a good landing here since he doesn't have enough speed, but K Kamsura makes a mistake as well for Lithuania. So the 3 other Swedish players in the top looking good. Gus at 3rd, Wheeler at 2nd, Comhem at 1st. Bits and K Kamsura ahead of Klokren. See if Klokren can maybe build up some speed here in the end. He is catching up, so K Kamsura might be able to overtake him before the finish line. Klokren comes back and will defeat K Kamsura. Very close. Actually, they set the exact same time, but Klockren is awarded with 4 points, Cake and Sura with 3. Unless the game is trolling me, sometimes it's not showing the right points. Anyways, Comhem, Wheeler and Gus takes first, second and third, so this is another round for Sweden. 2-0 on the dirt map, 9-0 in total. And of course, eventually Sweden will, well, it looks like that will be the case at least, that Sweden will win this match pretty soon, because yeah, after a while Lithuania of course can't come back. It's mathematically impossible. Third round, Klockren goes out to the lead, Comhem at second, Wheeler at third. Gus has dropped down a bit again here in the beginning. Andex and M3 ahead of him, but he builds up a lot of speed over the jump and will pass both of those players. Bits for the landing bug. Gus now at 4th place ahead of his 3 teammates. Will pass Wheeler. He is still ahead of Bits, but only slightly. Bits with a lot more speed here maybe in the end. So Bits looking to take over 4th position I mean, and will do so, but Klockren with 49.99, Comhem with 50.08 and Gus with 50.71 make sure that this round is another Swedish round. 3-0 and 10-0 in total. And we are live into the 4th round. So far doesn't look too good for Lithuania. Bits makes a mistake as well. Has been doing the best for his nation with 16 points. Comhem got the most out of them all with 23. We do see here that 4 Swedish players has taken a lead. Bits the closest once again for his nation, but almost 1 second behind at this point. So not much he can do. Oh, big mistake from Wheeler at the drop down. He's gonna lose some time there, but Gus takes first, 49.85, Klockren 50 seconds, and then Comhem 50.29. Ahead of the 4 Lithuanian players, Wheeler drops down to last place. But of course, still enough for Sweden to win the round. 4-0 and in total 11-0. We are live into the next round. Oh, early mistake from Klockren. He drops down to last place, but builds up some more speed here, so might overtake M3. Yes, M3 crashes, and also Cake and Sura with a mistake, and Andex. So Klockren takes 3 players in a row and goes up to 5th place. Bits doing pretty good in the top. He's actually leading in this round, ahead of Wheeler, who makes a mistake just as I switch to him. Instead, Comhem is the closest. 2600 is behind Bits, though. Bits looking to take first in this round. On a pretty good time as well. Might be a time under 50 seconds for Bits. Oh, almost crashed, but will make it. 50.13, decent time by Bits. Sorry. And he will take first with that. But Comhem takes second, Gus takes third, Wheeler takes fourth, and Klockren will take 5th. Making it 5-0 and in total 12-0. So looking good for Sweden right now. 2 more points away from winning the dirt map. Nothing is really saying that Lithuania will win any points here. We need to rely on a couple of mistakes from several of the Swedish players. That does not seem to be the case. Oh, actually Comhem with a big mistake. Loses a lot of time. Of course, bad place to crash in an uphill. So it takes a while to build up your speed. So that's 1 player down, but there are 3 others here doing well for Sweden. Gus at first, Wheeler at second, Klockren also on his back, will not be able to finish this round. Will this be a round for Lithuania? Gus and Wheeler takes first and second. Bis takes 3rd, Andex takes 4th, M3 will take 5th. Comhem will be able to finish ahead of Kakem Sura, and I do believe that will be a blue round. Yes, it will. So 6-0 is the score, 13-0 in total. So will this be the last round of the third map? Sweden has already won the match, I do believe, and Bits crashes in the start. Not good. He has actually the second most points in total, 35 points, only behind Comhem, so Bits doing better than Gus, Clockren and Wheeler. Of course, this round after this round he might drop down a bit since he made that early mistake. Andex doing the best currently, is behind the 4 Swedish players. Gus at first, Comhem at 2nd, Wheeler at 3rd, Clockren at 4th. See, oh, a mistake again from Wheeler in the drop down, so Andex will pass him, but it looks like Comhem, Gus and Clockren will avoid the mistakes, takes 1st, 2nd and 3rd, closes out the dirt map 7-0, which of course makes the total score 14-0 for Sweden, as they have already won the match. So now we will also play the speed map, of course. Counts into the group stage ranking. And let's just show that map once again. It's Win, made by Winter. The world record is 44.777 by Wader. And we will do some warm-ups once again before we start. And the players will switch lineups. Looks like for Lithuania we got Kakem Sura, M3, Bits and Thoen. And then for Sweden I believe we got Vish, Kielgen, Karjan and Rox playing the speed map. And yeah, it's still important to try and win as many rounds as possible, even if you've already won the match. Thus count into the group stage ranking, as I mentioned. So yeah, we'll see if Sweden can keep up their focus. Of course, Karjan is playing for the first time in the tournament. Steps in for this match. We'll play the speed map, not the tech map. Alright, we are going to do 2 warm-ups and then we should start. And I suppose while the players are doing some warm-ups, I can let you know that I will also be streaming another match this evening. Team Acer versus Druids in ESL CPS 13. That one will start at 8 PM CEST, so in about 1 hour and 15 minutes from now. And yeah, probably gonna play a lot of the sub matches in that one, so we'll at least cast 1 sub match usually. So you can't play all 4 sub matches, so we'll see which one I'll cast. Karjan does a mega flip. Looks pretty cool in this view, gotta say. Now for the landing. Ouch, that must hurt. Probably some broken bones now. Let's see if Karjan can play even if he got those injuries. Alright, so one more warm-up, then we should start. Of course, in speed there is a very useful tech that all the players are doing, which is called the speed drift. We see here Karjan doing it actually. That is to keep your speed as long as your drift as long as possible in turns, and that will actually make you build up some speed. So we'll see the players do that a lot. We see here Karjan doing it in that turn. And here as well, as you can see, he's dragging the drift out as much as possible. Alright, so I think that was the last warm-up round. We should go live. Of course, also Rox is now playing for Sweden. Was not able to play last week. And just to summarize this match so far, Sweden won the tech map 7-0. Dirt map also 7-0. Now the speed map remains. Alright, here we go. First round. Let's follow Karjan. Let's see also if Lithuania can win any rounds. I think the best chance is probably on the speed map, just because you see a lot of mistakes usually on speed maps. If you make one crash, then you usually can't finish the round because the mistake usually is too large. Karjan takes second place, only behind Kamsura, who looks to be pretty good here for Lithuania. Vish is at third place. M3 and Thoven, has fallen down for Lithuania, 7th and 8th place. Karjan goes for a wider line, might be able to build up slightly more speed than Kamsura. Yes, he will pass him, and also Vish with more speed. Here comes the last speed rift for the two players for Sweden, first and second. Karjan looking to take first, and Vish will take second, just ahead of Bits, who makes a strong finish. Then Kamsura takes fourth, Rox takes fifth, Hilgen takes sixth, M3 takes seventh, and Thoven retired the round. This is a blue round. 1-0 and 15-0 in total. Oh, did someone Thoven didn't start the round, so we'll just end around this. Fair play, of course, very important. Alright, I guess, okay. Alright, let's go live once again. So Sweden currently in the lead 1-0, and in total 15-0 have already won the match. Oh, and Kamsura misses the start now. Unclear why, but he doesn't say he wants to restart this round, so I guess we are live. Kamsura seems to be pretty good on this map. Now currently at last place. You do see here the drift marks from all the players. Very cool feature that Nadeo finally put into the game. Anyways, Rox now in the lead for Sweden, ahead of Karjan and Vish and Hilgen, so top 4 for Sweden. I also saw someone from Lithuania crashing. Might have been M3. Hilgen drops down a bit here. Kamsura will pass him, but Karjan, Rox 0.40, Vish 0.60 ahead of Kamsura, Hilgen ahead of Thoven, and then Bits and M3 having to retire. So 2-0, 16-0 in total. Still wouldn't count out Lithuania from winning at least one round here. Especially Kamsura and Bits looks pretty good. Could potentially take good positions, and then if any of the Swedish players crashes around, could go to Lithuania. But we see Thoven with a crash in the start is at least able to continue the round, so might be able to take a point. Karjan and Rox first and second, Vish at third, Kamsura and Bits doing the best once again for Lithuania. They are behind the 3 Swedish players. Hilgen has dropped down a bit, not far behind though. And Vish, Karjan and Rox looking very synchronized in the top, and they will take very good set very good times as well. Rox 0.35, Vish 0.41, Karjan 0.44. Very stable. Bits the best for Lithuania, 45.60. Hilgen ahead of Kamsura, M3 and Thoven, who actually retired that round. So the score is 3-0, 17-0 in total. Starting the 4th round. Following Bits, who I know is listening to this cast, so hopefully I won't screw him up again. He is taking the lead here, so that's good at least. But Rox with more speed though takes over the lead. Bits tries to build up a lot of speed with that speed drift, but Kamsura, Karyan and Vish will pass him. So Bits down to 5th place now, but that's a good turn by Bits, so he will pass Vish at least. Rox still in the lead. Karyan and Kamsura having a close fight for 2nd. Last speed drift here. Bits once again trying to build that speed up, but he's not able to catch up. Rox will take 1st. Nice time, 45.06. Karyan takes 2nd, 0.39 ahead of Kamsura and Bits. Vish and Hooligan ahead of Thoven. And then M3 now retiring for Lithuania. So, score is now 4-0 and 18-0 in total. It's looking to be a sweep here from Sweden, only 3 more points to win. Let's follow someone else now. Vish has a bad start in the next round, but some good speed here in this turn, and here as well, so still in the race. Bits doing well at the top, is actually at 1st place. Close fight though with Karyan. Rox at 3rd, Healogan at 4th, Vish at 5th. Karyan takes the lead, only with 500s. Let's switch to Bits, let's see if he can make the comeback. Nope, looks like Karyan still has more speed in the end. 0.33, 700 ahead of Bits. Then Rox, Healogan and Vish comes next. Ahead of Thoven and M3. Kamsura actually retired that round. So that of course means the score is 5-0 and 19-0 in total. I should probably add some overlays for the stream. It is kind of stressful though to add the scores between the rounds. So yeah, might do that though. Let's see here, I saw someone start falling out of this race, Thoven, but he is only... well actually Bits has crashed. Oh, and Bits with a flip as well will not be able to finish this round. Rox has made a mistake for Sweden as well. He will be able to finish though, as long as he doesn't make another mistake. Vish and Karyan in the lead for Sweden. Kamsura and Thoven next up. Then Healogan, M3 and Rox. So still looking good for Sweden. Karyan takes 1st, 0.42 ahead of Vish. Then Kamsura and Thoven takes 3rd and 4th. Healogan takes 5th, M3 takes 6th, Rox takes 7th, and Bits with that retire. It's no points. So score is 6-0 now, 20-0 in total. Will this be the final round of the match? Kamsura going a bit too wide in the start. Rox and Karyan and Vish, 1st, 2nd and 3rd for Sweden. But Kamsura with a good turn will take over 3rd from Vish. Might even be able to take 2nd from Karyan. Not the best line here. Might be able to get some good speed though. Doesn't look like it. Rox and Karyan still in front. And here comes the ending. Healogan has retired for Sweden, but it does still look good, and especially when Vish shows up out of nowhere and passes Kamsura in the end. That is going to be it. Sweden wins the speed map 7-0. So making the total score 21-0 of course. So yeah, that is the match. To summarize it, Sweden wins the tech map 7-0, dirt map 7-0 and the speed map 7-0 to make the total score 21-0 in favor of Sweden. GG.